Hello, we are from the Haune Habitat stand here at the exhibition village of the World Urban Forum. We are with Domenico Schillaci and Toti Di Dio from We Push Palermo. We tried before with the live, but it was not working the audio, so let's try again. Why we are hosting Domenico and Toti? They are two Italian engineers, innovators. They are involved in the URBACT local group of interactive cities. So this is showing how here at the World Urban Forum we don't have only national governments and city governments, but also so many stakeholders. You also did the training today about how design can change cities. But what was interesting of your experience is how this training, how this the contents that you shared with people from all over the world is connected to the things that you did in Palermo in the last years. Can you tell us more about your experience and how did you apply the principles of service design to urban development in Palermo?
Yeah, sure. Well, we were here to present our training event, which was named Design Sprint for Urban Innovation. The basic idea was to try to bring the service design and user-centered design principles to trying to face and tackle urban and social issues. And it's something that quite new, let's say, because we started using the design tools in this kind of contest a couple of years ago with our organization, PUSH, which is a non-for-profit research lab based in Palermo. And since we started being involved in the World Urban campaign, so 2014 more or less, we strongly wanted to bring our methodology and our tools in this kind of events. And so we try to develop a super fast and intense training course, trying to pass through the whole process of designing a service or a process, trying to face a specific urban challenge. So we select one, which was actually how we can design better cities with for more healthy cities for and with children. So we focus on this kind of topic, and with all the participants we split them into different groups, and we use different kind of service design and user-centered design tools, trying to let them think about how to design an enjoyable experience, able to tackle at the same time the needs that we want to solve. Basically was something, as I said, quite new and original. We are very proud to for being able to bring it to the World Urban Forum, and we are also quite happy because the event was successful, or the participants were really satisfied about the experience because it was something new, and we are hoping to do this also in future. Also thanks to the opportunity that the URBACT project is giving to us, because it's always important trying to work and collaborate with other people in reality in Europe or in the whole world, trying to design better cities.
Toti, tell us more about the projects that you started in Palermo a couple of years ago with support of the Italian Ministry of Research. This interesting project was also one of the departure points of collaboration with the city of Palermo. And then how did you evolve this collaboration from a national level to a local level, also with interactive cities and city mobile networks of URBACT?
Thank you for this question. Actually, so we try to tackle urban issues in different ways. We try to use other tools that are not really were designed for urbanists or for architects or for engineers, but for designers of services and marketing campaigns and other things. So we're trying to mix it up things. So we came with this idea about a game for fostering sustainable mobility in our city, Palermo. That is one of the worst actually in Europe for traffic jams issues, and it was in 2012. We were lucky enough to get funded and so start the activities, and after a few months we were able to deliver a mobile app to the students of the city of Palermo and measure the impact of a different way to approach traffic issues. It's about behaviors. It's about our choices, the daily choices that we make for commute around the city, for the home to work daily trips. And we measure a very substantial improvement, more than 50% of the reduction of the CO2 emissions by the participants. There were almost 2,000. And so we were with something, and we actually proved that other kind of measurements, they are not just closing the old town to the cars, or I don't know, making more tickets, or but we can be creative in trying to tackle these issues. So now we are involved in a European project that it's called MOVE. It's funded through Horizon 2020 call. Finally, we involved the municipality of Palermo in the process, because all the data that we gather are also useful to better plan the city, because we know where active people that prefer to bike or to walk or to use public transportation are. And so this can be really this data can drive better policies in the city. We love to do this. We are here actually to try to make an impact on the effectiveness of the new urban agenda, because it's all related, of course. So we have the vision. The new urban agenda is the vision. The European urban agenda is another vision. Compliance, of course. But what we need, and that's why our event was so crowded. It's okay. We know what we should do. We know why we should do it, because we want to improve, and we have a bunch of rules to follow. But now we need to do things. Now we need to translate the vision in something more practical and tangible, and something that we can start doing tomorrow morning. And so that's why we are here sharing what we are doing, also our failures, of course. It's not always but we learn how to fail. Fail fast, it's the only way to try to succeed the next time. So, and of course the event that we hosted today was also related with this.
Yeah, but what we are saying here as URBACT community, as parts of the great URBACT community in Europe, is that failures are part of this, but our cities are testing concrete actions to implement the new urban agenda. What I ask you, Toti, is how local stakeholders involved in projects as the one promoted by the urban networks can be really influential in promoting the implementation of the urban agenda in practices, not only at national level, but at the level of the neighborhood, at the level of the street where you are doing your activities.
Yeah, basically the methodology that we are developing is related with this topic. So, of course, it's just a tool. It's not the solution, but it's a way to interact with cities. And way better to say, it's a way of interacting with citizens and stakeholders. And we try to make a fair place where they can really interact, following few simple rules. There it's just asking questions and trying to provide answers, but in a very effective way, trying to be focused on what we are going to solve, what are the needs that we want to address, and how to do it. So it's really something that we used to do it with many different stakeholders, with many different people. We are trying to do it also with kids.
How?
Yeah, a bit. It's just a setting of actions that we have to follow. So it's about really, it's a design process. It's really about creativity and how to funnel it in something concrete.
But what I was really fascinating by your presentation at the training before was the way you presented the experience that you did in Palermo, and I really feel that people are really fascinated as well by the fact that you developed so many interesting and innovative stuff in a place on an island in a city as Palermo, and it's not the first time that you present this kind of activities. And Domenico, what I ask you is what are the aspects that are more touching the way people perceive what you are doing, because I really think that part also of the success of these examples, and I feel also part of the success of these actions are not only related to the way you present it, but also to the fact that they are linked to and connected to a reality as Palermo, which is really sensitive also in terms of management of public transport, participation of residents, and all these kind of topics.
Yeah, of course, all the projects and the activities that we are carrying out are strongly related to the city where we come from. For us, being in Palermo was of course a matter of faith, but it's also something that we put really strongly in our project, in our work in general. We are affected by our city, and we decided to use this approach, so using design tools, trying to tackle urban issues, because design is about find practical solution, sometimes even with limited resources, which is the common situation in Palermo, but not just in Palermo, and that's the amazing thing, because most of the city, not just in Mediterranean area, but also in the whole world, are more like Palermo, so with a lot of talents, a lot of opportunities, a lot of problems, and not so many resources. So we need to be smart to try to face a way that should be effective and fast in order to find a solution. And by doing this, we're trying to find a way to do that and to export that also in other contexts.
And I'm really sure that the involvement of unusual suspects, as you, as we usually say in the URBACT jargon, can be really useful to implement the new urban agenda from the bottom, with the fresh contribution of visions and ideas coming from professional stakeholders, collaborating with our mayors in making our cities better places to live in. Thank you so much, Toti and Domenico. Ciao. And where we can find more information on your activities and projects?
Of course, on our website, www.wipush.org.
Thank you so much, and you can find more information about URBACT on www.urbact.eu and on our Facebook and Twitter channels. Bye.
Ciao, Alex.
Ciao.